Hey guys, part 3. Hope you are enjoying this series on maximizing the moment, your extraordinary life in 2014. Hopefully you really got a lot out of that last video, and if you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go back even before you watch this one, because it really allows you to kind of discard some things that no longer serve you. Like an airplane, you can't reach your altitude with too much baggage on board. So go back to the tape number 1, or the recording number 1, and make sure you watch it, get it in your system, so it allows you to be free so that you can really focus for where we're gonna go. This segment right here is called Master the Moment. Number 1 was minimize the moment, to reduce and to clutter the things that no longer serve you or are working for you. But here is about mastering the moment. Mastering about the moment to me is really about repositioning yourself and putting yourself in the best possible situation to maximize and optimize the opportunities there, the gifts that you have, the skills that you have, so that you're really able to major on things that are going to give you major results. Not spend your time, your energy, your resources on minor things that are going to confuse you and frustrate you. We want you to be effective, but to do that, it's got to be by being very, very selective. See, remember, life doesn't get better by just chance. It gets better by choice and choosing what's essential, what's most valuable to you. So I want to put you back in the driver's seat for a minute and talk about, how do I master this moment? How do I make this moment my own? And really repositioning how do I master this moment? And I think about this little thing, and I want to ask you this question is, what is the greatest opportunity you have right where you are? What is the greatest opportunity to grow, excel, and become? Maybe really what's in your heart to create. I know that inside of me, inside of my family members and people I talk to, there's a world that doesn't exist but must exist. And think about it. We all get in this life what we must have, not what we hope to have, not what we just, hey, I hope it really kind of happens. No, we get what we have to have. What must I have to have in this life? Like, is that to become a better parent? Is that to have a really thriving marriage? Is it to have a healthy body? Is it to have a closer relationship with God? Is it where you make a greater contribution and really touch people in a special way and really leave a mark of a more heroic life that gives back? Whatever that is to you, I want to help you maximize that right now. Think about this for a minute. To master this moment in your life right now, you're going to need 3 things. Number 1, you're going to need an aim. You know, without a vision, you perish. You just kind of wander and wander. And I know most people's vision is on what they don't want, but think about it. What do you want to create? And if the vision that you have, the aim that you have, was to become a stock, and we were to put it on, let's say, the stock market, would you tell people, your friends, your family, to invest in it as an appreciating asset in stock? Or would it be something that you wouldn't have confidence in and just say, you'll probably get more of the same? No, don't. You got to do different this year. Okay, think about it for a minute. Where am I going to aim? Where am I going to throw my energy? Are you going to be like a laser or be like a light bulb? A light bulb might give a little light to a room, but it's nothing really to intensify heat and passion and power. But you put a laser in there, we could cut through stuff. If you're really going to get the most out of 2014, it's going to be because you're laser focused. Think about it. You have most power and you get your best results where you're harnessed in your control, you're channeling your focus in one direction right now. What would that be that's going to give you your maximum return and it's going to reward you? What area right now are you going to burst through and break through it? You got to have aim. Number 2, you got to have attitude right in this moment. You say, attitude, I've heard all that jargon before. I might have a positive attitude. I need to be inspired. Well, think about it. What is an attitude? An attitude is a mental disposition that controls the way you talk and the way you engage. Whether you act bad or brilliant is not so much on how smart you are, but what kind of attitude, what kind of state are you in? Focusing on the right thing will stir that attitude, but I want to think about this idea. An attitude for me is I got to think of, what do I need to believe to succeed here? What do I need to believe to be the best here? What this does is it challenges my character to be more than the things around me, to be more than anything else. Because if I have an elaborate vision, but I don't become anything in the process, or don't see myself becoming more, then I really won't fully engage in it. But when I make it my own, and the way to master my moment is hey, what do I need to really believe here? What do I need to demand of myself? What do I need to expect of myself? What do I need to believe to succeed in being a mom, to succeed in this business right now? What do I need to believe to be a great leader, a great person in my finances? What do I need to believe right now to succeed? And finally, third, I need an action. Your mind always needs an action. Yeah, you say, I know I need to have a positive attitude. Well, every day ask yourself, what do I need to believe to succeed as being a loving person, a dreamer? Where am I going to throw my energy and effort that's going to give me my highest return and my greatest reward? But action-wise, what do I do? What's one decision I can make every day to be extraordinary? That I maximize this life. What's one decision every day? That's going to be my challenge. I've been looking at this and studying it in the dictionary late at night. Extraordinary, not usual. What's one thing I can do every day? Maybe not 10, but one. Small changes make big things. Big doors swing on small hinges. What's one thing I can do to make my day, my life, one every day, extraordinary? I believe this is a life you were meant to live. I believe your spirit craves adventure, but your life, your mind needs an aim. It needs an attitude that's going to work for you and open you up. Remember, life and God Himself meet you at your level of expectation. If your attitude's crap, I've gone as far as my education could go. I've been sick for this long. I've always been in debt. This will probably never work out. My boss is this, my boss. That attitude's just going to put a clamp down. It's going to close you up rather than open you up. What do I need to believe here? What do I need to expect good to happen? I like what the Bible says in Psalms. Surely goodness and mercy and favor are going to chase me down all my days. What if you developed that? What if you started looking for good things to happen to you? I bet you'd find more good. In your room right now, if you look for everything brown, I bet you'd find more brown than what you remembered without looking. What you look for is what you find. You have aim, you have attitude, you need an action. Because nothing changes until you talk differently, you move your body differently. Right now, you could change something you do. Maybe go for a 15-minute walk. Maybe for the next 5 minutes, write out everything you're grateful for. Maybe walk up to your spouse or your kid just for a minute, no matter what you feel, and tell them how special they are, what they mean to you. And tell them how beautiful they are. And tell them how rewarding you are to have there in your life. Maybe just think about all the great things you get a chance to do. Maybe you could walk today. Maybe you could invest in someone today. Could one of those little actions change the way you feel? You bet. New motion could create emotion in your life. This is the way to get you out of the rut of, I feel this, I feel that. You're not your feelings. It's time to be powerful, not pitiful. You're not what you feel, you're what you decide. Let's master this moment together. Okay, make sure you go back to video 1, stay in video 2. Let's think about it. How can I master this moment? What's going to be my aim? My name is my life's about. Is that an appreciating stock? If I'm going to write a movie, if Rex was going to draw a movie and invest in a movie, it was about my life, what will it be about this year? What's that aim going to be? What's the kind of attitude that you're going to invest in? I know people that got great visions, but they got crappy attitudes. I don't want to invest in because their attitude cripples their courageous endeavor. That's a liability to me. For it to be an appreciating asset, I want to see someone that has an attitude that they can invest in. You can invest in me because no matter what crap or hell or whatever goes on in my life, I choose to be in a good mood and I choose to look for the silver lining. And I believe the Bible says God causes light to rise in darkness to someone that lives with that kind of attitude. You need that in your life. Come on. Because every one of us has dark days. But then I need to action. What can I do right now? Could I hug somebody? Could I love somebody? You bet you could. Come on, do something radical today. Radical release, maximize your moment. Look forward to seeing you in a couple days. All right, bye-bye.